Right then, we're joined at the pitch side after a great memorable win here in Oldham by our head coach, Paul Cooke. Paul, what's your first impressions on that, first of all?
I'm proud of the group, proud of the supporters coming over, and proud of the team, the players, the staff, board of directors, the community. I'm just over the moon for everybody. I don't mind saying I was nervous coming in, and I didn't sleep too much last night. And I'm just pleased that the players got over the line and showed. I think that's as close to the Featherstone that we want to be in terms of the journey we went on in terms of the from minute 0 to 80. So there's a couple of things we can fix up, of course, but the players are going to enjoy tonight, and rightly so.
Obviously, on the game, first 20 minutes, we kept turning Oldham round into the corner.
Yeah.
It was a very clear tactic. It was the players did really well. The completion rate in that first half must be very high.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, 18 from 20 was at 90%, and when you are that, you're very difficult to beat. It's as simple as that. We got a repeat set after 8 sets, I think it was. So we took us 10 minutes to break it down, and we continually did the right things. And I think we did that last week at Widnes to start the game, and then we went away from it for 20 minutes. And it was actually the players that came up with Ryan Hampshire that came up this week with, we can't get bored of doing that, and we can't get bored of making the opposition come off their own try line. So the players are self-running it. Listen, we're just a staff that's guiding them in the right direction. But full credit to the players, and I'm really pleased with them.
And then that spell, sort of 20 minutes on last week at Widnes, that sort of was the spell where we sort of died off. This week we seem to kick on in that spell. That's something you've worked on.
That comes with, we was on the back of a 9-2 penalty count last week. This week we win one. So I thought our discipline was outstanding today. We continually did the right things with and without the football, and turned up for each other and kept moving our feet. And we knew that after half time they'd come out and throw shape on shape and try and go round us. And they did a really good job of it, to be fair. I was nervous when we knocked on over the line, and I thought it was going back to 10-18, and then it's game on from there. So we did a good job of keeping turning up, and we kept turning up for each other. And as I said, it's player-led, this group. It's player-led. I'm not a head coach and the assistants, and we're all a coaching staff group. We're not there to tell them how to play rugby league. We're there to guide them in the direction we feel is the best, and they're taking the ownership of their own group.
And your message at half-time then, of course, we were quite away in front at half-time. Yeah. And that message at half-time to keep that concentration must have been really strong.
Yeah, it was. And we came out sloppy. I'm sick of going in at half-time and telling them what to do, and then they come out and do the opposite. So next week, and I said this to Jed and Ian during the week, next week I'm going to tell them to go out and knock on, give penalties away, take somebody's head off, and hopefully then they'll not listen to me and do the opposite. So we made it a little bit difficult in between 40 and 50 minutes, but we kicked on, and as I said, what we did in the first half allowed us to get out to 40 points. And make no mistake about it, they're missing some players. They're missing some outside backs and some big middles, and Ian Thornley's a big miss for them, who's done his ACL. So unfortunately, we've already been in that place, and we're coming out the other side. So whilst I've got a bit of sympathy for it, I certainly know what it's about.
Yeah. Any special mentions for any players today? I thought Caleb played well at the back again.
I thought Caleb was outstanding. I thought he was the best player on the field, by a long way. I thought Ryan was good, and Ben. When you get your 1, 6, 7 and Jubby at 9 and Danny at 13 and Jonesy when he came on, I thought Jonesy was good. So Ian Williams break down the middle of the field in the first half, which set up Clay Webb's try. When you're reeling all of that off, you've played well as a group. I'm just really pleased for the group. Honestly, I'm pleased for the supporters. I'm pleased for the town and everybody. It's just I'm buzzing for everybody.
Yeah, just last couple of questions before we let you go. Then the fans, I mentioned on the fans, a great celebration at the end there. Scenes that I can't remember seeing for a long time.
No, so listen, I thank them every week. As I said, we've not had the easiest of seasons and starts of the season, and I think we've still only won 3 league games. We've got a couple to come, and we've made mention of that in change rooms, that we want to bounce into Wembley as opposed to stuttering into it. So we've got some big games coming up against Batley next week, and then Barrow away from home, which will battle hard on us for whichever team wins between Bradford and York. So we look forward to Wembley, but there's still a little bit of business to take care of in between, and we want to be at full tilt when we do get down there.
And last question for you then, Cooke. You mentioned in the week you've got to the Challenge Cup final, lifted the Challenge Cup, not at Wembley.
No.
You said you wanted to go, so
yeah, listen,
we're there.
Listen, I went there in the 90s when Wigan played Leeds and Martin Fire scored a worldie try, and it was my dream to play in one and win one, and I did do. And the small regret I have is not being at Wembley, you know, climbing the stairs at Wembley and lifting the trophy on the balcony there. So we get a chance to go down and do that, and you know, the players will be made aware that losing isn't an option down there for us. You know, to make big games, and I played in the grand final and lost. And you want the ground to swallow you up, and you want to be out of there as soon as possible. So, yeah, we can't be going down there thinking we're just making numbers up. We're going down there to win it. It's as simple as that. No matter which team we're playing, we'll prepare properly, and hopefully we'll get a result.